Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmate. Today, I'm going to discuss my assigned topic, which is about marginalization in education. In this topic, we will understand what is marginalization means, specifically in the area of education, and the different groups that are marginalized in society and education. To explore the process that could be used to identify these issues of marginalization in class or school. Marginalization in education is an outcome and a process through which individuals or groups are systematically denied the right to acquire academic or social capabilities through education. There are causes of marginalization in education. One is gender, then followed by religion, history, different cultures or rituals, different languages, or clothing, and poverty. There's a story that helps us to know more about what marginalization in education means. Aika, an 8 years old girl, belongs to indigenous people group in Luzon. Their ancestors were driven out of their land and forced to live in a mountain and forested area. This indigenous people group live by planting root crops, hunting, and trading their produce with people in the barrios. They have their own language, cultures, and beliefs. Aika walks 2 hours to get to school together with four children. When they are in school, the children make fun of their looks and how they speak. The teacher starts with the letters of alphabet and says that A is for apple, B is for bus, and C is for cat. Except cat, Aika and her friends have never seen apple and bus. They have difficulty to understand the lesson if they have a homework. Their parents cannot help them because they are uneducated. The lack of school supply, there is not enough money to buy them. They go through curriculum that never consider the context of indigenous people, the way they live, culture, and belief system. And the end of the school year, Aika and her friends have low grades. They have difficulty learning the skills and concepts that have been taught. They are marginalized group who have been treated unfairly just because they are different from the children in the area. They treated as second-class citizens that have been pushed out of mainstream society. They attend in a school where they are made fun of. In few years, they will be lucky to have graduated from that school. More often than not, they just drop out of school. This is fictional story, but it depicts the plight of majority of indigenous children. Theory of marginal can trace its roots to the theory of the marginal man. It arises when a person is situated in a margin position among two social environments that are not completely matched. Robert and Everett, based on Kest analysis, marginal man focuses on individual who is born and raised in a one culture and is impressed in a different prevailing culture. That through different culture, religion, language, race, and political beliefs, brought by schooling, intercultural marriage, immigration, it means that marginalization is naturally even before children get into school and persists until they become adult.
United Nations Development Program of 1996 defines marginalization as a state of being considered unimportant, undesirable, unworthy, insignificant, and different, resulting in inequity, unfairness, deprivation, and enforced lack of access to mainstream power. So in the year of 1996, ang marginalization kuno gina-define kuno siya or considered nga dili importante, murag way kwenta, dili worth it, kanang murag kuan bitaw kuno siya kanang murag dako og gap compared sa uban, murag lahi ra jud kuno siya, wherein ga result ni siya og kanang inequity or kanang lack of fairness bitaw nya kuan kanang nagkulang na pud og access sa kanang mainstream power. So, in its 2010 Global Monitoring Report, UNESCO stated that education plays a vital and decisive role in neutralizing the inequality and persisting illiteracy that encompass generation. So sa report ko no, it is stated sa UNESCO nga ang education ko no kuan gadala ko no og kanang pinaka-importante og pinakadako nga papel, especially neutralizing or mag-render sa inequality og ang kanang kanunay og pagpatunhay sa kuan nga makat-on og mubasa og musulat with the encompass of generations. However, education can also support prejudice and continue marginalization. Marginalization in education originates from culturally intense beliefs, values, and typical norms that regulate recognition or acknowledgement of other people within a specific social standards. So, ang kuan ko no, ang education ko no, naga-support po ko no ni siya og kuan, prejudice. So, what is prejudice, by the way? When we say prejudice, it is preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience or may result from some action or judgment. So, ang education ko no, ga-originate ko no ni siya or kuan, kanang, ang marginalization ko no sa education, ga-originate or gikan ni siya sa, kuan, with regard in intense culture kuno sama sa mga beliefs or kanang pagtuo kanang values or mga hiyas kanang typical norms kuan mga kanang lagda wherein ga regulate kuno siya or ga controller sa kanang acknowledgement bitaw sa ubang tao within na specific social standard or kanang nay gina-attain nga kuan standard sa kuan inyong community nga kung tuhay kanira dapat kanang dili ni dapat buhaton nga butang masya gingana. And its existence is a result of policies and processes that sustain this prejudice to a group or to some individuals. It also states that those who are marginalized usually exhibit lower levels of educational attainment, and the highest form of marginalization is an insufficiency in the availability of education. So, the fact of kanang state of living sa kanang kining marginalization kuno kanang it results to a policies and processes nga maga sustain kuno sa prejudice sa in a group or kanang sa nagkalain-lain nga mga learners or mga kuan kanang individuals. Na storya pud kuno dira nga kato kuno mga usually marginalized kuan kuno to murag mo kuno to kanang naka-obtain og mga lower levels in kanang education while ang highest form sa marginalization mo tong kuan insufficiency or kakulangan sa availability of education. Going further, discuss the issue about labeling wherein a learner is categorized as belonging to a certain group depending on the learner's need or challenges. This refers to learners with special needs. However, this is not identical to marginalization. In some countries, labeling meant supplemental resources, especially in education, certain teaching learning strategies, techniques, physical and emotional requirements, and services as well. So, ang kini pud kuno nga about ani labeling. So, when we say labeling, makuno ni siya ang kana wherein ang learner is ma-categorize or kanang define nga kanang kini nga bata na belong nga grupo or kanang asa na siya na belong like kana bitaw same atong katong segregation, inclusion o kanang exclusion katong mga ingatom ran siya gingana. However, kani nga labeling dili ko ni siya identical to marginalization or kanang we say identical kanang dili siya kanang kuan bitaw similar detailed sa marginalization kumpara lahi sila. Sa uban nga country kuno kanang ang labeling man kuno kay kanang murag gina-distinguish na nila or gina-considered as a supplemental resources or kanang murag kanang para nila kay murag kani siya nga kuan kay kuan na siya kanang in a way of kanang giving assistance sa kanang uban nga mga bata, especially atong nagkinahanglan jud kuno og kuan kinahanglan og kanang mga special needs bitaw ingana murag nag-scaffold na sila sa mga learners mo ang sa kuan pagsabot sa ubang kuan country ato. In an earlier research, Maceo explored how marginalization experienced by primary school students. He proposed that marginalization can be conceptualized in four general ways. So, ang marginalization kuno ma-conceptualize kuno sa upat ka mga pamaagi. So, here are these four ways. First, child experience some kind of marginalization that is recognized by almost everybody, including himself or herself. So, ang learners kuno or ang bata maka-experience og kanang marginalization nga ma-storya or kanang ma-identify bitaw halos tanan labot na iyang mismo kaugalingon nga siya mismo makain nga naka-experience mako ingani marginalization man akong nagian. Secondly, the child feels that he or she is experiencing marginalization whereas most of the others do not recognize this. So na di ay puy kuno ingani nga ang learners or ang